Hey y'all, Fat Girl Freestyle here. I have my candle burning because the light in this room is shit. And I needed to kind of brighten it up a little bit. It is 4:48 in the morning. My eyes are red, as you can see. I've been up most of the day working. So I just got home a little while ago, but I felt compelled to share this with you guys. It's not a spooky story or anything like that, but just a word of caution, something to take heed to, I guess you would say. But it's really on my heart to get this message out before I go to sleep. But I want to say that, a lot of times we ignore our intuition. We ignore those urgings that we get to not do something or to not be around certain people or to not go certain places. We ignore those urgings and it goes against our instincts. And a lot of times we end up in bad situations. I've heard so many people, especially women, say, well, I had a feeling, but I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to be impolite. I didn't want to be mean. I didn't want to be this. I didn't want to be that. Forget about all of that. Your safety in your life is way more important than you coming across as rude to someone or mean or anything like that. I had a conversation with a friend of mine earlier today. We've been friends for over 30 years. And they called me to tell me about a situation with someone that they had been seeing. And that person said something that really turned them off. And they made the decision to cut things off. Well, the person was gaslighting them and telling them, oh, you overreacted, blah, blah, blah. All the usual manipulative tactics. And he called because he wanted to get some confirmation from me to make sure that he wasn't overreacting. And he explained the situation. I told him, you're definitely not overreacting. When you get a feeling about something, an urging about something, you have to trust that instinct. You have to go with it. You have to trust yourself and know that you are capable of keeping yourself safe. You have to trust yourself and know that your instincts are going to keep you safe and, most importantly, alive. I hear a lot of women say, I went out with the guy, but I regret it. I shouldn't have because this happened, that happened. But I had a feeling that I shouldn't have gone, but I didn't want to be rude. Fuck all that shit. Your life is much, much more important than you coming across as rude to somebody. Your safety is more important than somebody, excuse me, taking something that you say the wrong way. So if you have an instinct about something, if you have an urging about something, I need you to stand on that. And 9 times out of 10, you are completely right in that feeling. And sometimes it's your instincts protecting you from something else. But it's never wrong. It's never wrong. It's never off. So when you get a feeling about something or someone and that voice or you feel it in your gut and it's telling you this is not a good idea, you need to stand on that. You need to go with it. Please. You can protect yourself. You know, you feel it, you understand it. And that is much more important than how that person is going to feel about you telling them no or about you changing your mind or you breaking things off with them. You are much more important. Another experience from many years ago, we were teenagers. A friend of ours were all hanging out, and he's telling us that he was getting ready to go hang out with another group of friends. And he was like, but I don't really want to go. I'm not really feeling it, you know, but I'm going to go ahead on and go because I told them I would hang out with them. I haven't seen them in a while. And the rest of the friend group, we were all like, well, don't go. If you're feeling weird about it, you know, just stay and hang with us and then go home. And he's like, no, 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 I'm going to go. He's like, I'll see y'all later or whenever. So he leaves. A couple of days later, we're all, hanging out again. And he comes around and he's like, man, y'all would not believe what happened. He said, I got all the way to my friend's house. We were all getting ready to go. And he was like, at the last minute, he was like, man, I got a knot in my stomach. And something was just like, go home. He said, I went home. He said, and later that night, I got a call that the place where they were supposed to go and hang out, there was a fight. And basically, several people got shot, and one of his friends was killed. Had he been there, he could have lost his life because he listened to that instinct, even though it was at the last minute, but because he listened to it, it saved him. That's how serious it is. So when you're getting these urgings to get away from a person or get out of a situation, please, 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 please follow it because it's never going to lead you wrong. And I promise you, it is going to save your life every single time. Don't worry about being rude because your life is much more important than that. Okay? I love you.